The Dustbinmen P619/20, Part 1, Take 1.
Edited copy.
Hey, Mum!
What?
The Dustbinmen!
When you going down, then?
Down? Down where?
Down the sewers. Mind you, I think it's time somebody chased them sewer men up. They're an arrogant lot. Always got their noses up there.
I am going salmon fishing.
Oh, down the piggin sewers?
No, Ibbotson, in the Scottish Highlands.
In sewermen's boots?
That's right. I admit that is how they're described in the Council Inventory of Protective Clothing. But for the next fortnight, they're going on holiday as fishermen's waders. I take it you're not a fisherman?
No, I'm against it. I think it's cruel.
Cruel?
How would you like it if I rammed a fish out down your throat and dragged you about on a lump of string?
But some fish are cold-blooded. They don't feel anything.
That's typical. You go about murdering poor harmless fish and then you've got the cheek to call them cold-blooded.
Well, all right, perhaps I won't catch any.
You won't in them boots the later you come in.
Well, you eat fish. I've seen you. In fact, I've heard you.
That's fried fish. Fried fish are not caught on hooks. They're caught in nets, big wire nets. You can watch them doing it at Chip Shop.
That's enough, Ibbotson. You're not going to put me off my holiday. Nothing's going to put me off my holiday. Let me read you my stars. A calm, placid period. Ideal for relaxing if circumstances permit. And they do permit, Ibbotson. All the outstanding paperwork is cleared up. There are no problems. And Petty is standing by as my deputy, all ready to take over.
We had a strike last time he took over.
No. No, I'm sure he's learned his lesson. Anyway, I have a happy depot to run like clockwork in my absence.
Why have you got your fingers crossed?
Have I? Well, it's force of habit. Anyway, I'm going on holiday in 2 hours, aren't I? Aren't I?
I know what's up with you, mate. You're jealous.
Jealous? Me? Jealous of an ignorant slob like you?
Jealous? You'd like to be deputy inspector. Then you could wear that Homburg hat you stole off that dead butler. And tell all the neighbours that you're chairman of ICI.
I wouldn't be deputy. I've got too much self-respect.
You're green with envy. I'm going to keep my eye on you this next fortnight.
Yeah, well, you don't take over until midday, so until then, you're just a common pigging bin man like me, so don't try coming it.
I've had to find the century. The once-in-a-lifetime find to an old pigging find.
Good lad, Winston. Share alike. What is it?
Colin Bell's feet.
Colin Bell's what?
His feet. I've got 'em in here.
I know there must be an explanation, but I'm too terrified to find out.
Most football hooligans are just satisfied with a button off their hero's coat. Not Winston. He's got his bloody feet off.
I'm not sharing them. I'm not cutting them up. I don't care what you do, they're mine.
Show us them.
I'll wait till I finish my beer. I've got a delicate stomach.
That's Colin dribbling.
Where'd you get them from?
Outside City's ground, there was half a bin full of old film cuttings and these was among them.
You didn't put the rest in the back of the wagon. Films are highly inflammable.
Well, they won't burst into flames in the back of a dust cart, will they? Could you get me a grapefruit to burn my hands?
What?
And a bin full of hot ashes, red hot they were.
You haven't put them...
You know what you've done, don't you?
No.
You've ruined my holiday. I've just had to cancel all my arrangements. Instead of going fishing in the Scottish Highlands, I have to attend a board of inquiry, which will find all you lot guilty of gross and criminal negligence. I was looking forward to my holiday. I'd earned it, if ever a man earned it. Very well, Petty, what caused it?
Spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion?
Undoubtedly.
Rubbish, Petty, rubbish.
Exactly. Spontaneous combustion caused by rubbish. Combusting spontaneously.
Petty, I have studied rubbish. I have a diploma from the Wigan School of Rubbish. Normal household refuse does not combust spontaneously. Now, was this normal household refuse?
As normal as household refuse ever is. Mind you, we do have some very abnormal households. Take number 17, Alistair Crowley Street. There we have a middle-aged man living with 5 blown women, all of whom he calls mother. And every Friday, there's a dead weasel in his refuse. And in the front room, they have a sofa made of concrete.
Well, I see nothing abnormal about that.
No.
No, it's a designer of avant-garde furniture with a mother fixation living in a house infested with weasels.
I see. Well, there's 11 Genghis Khan villas. There's a Hungarian dental mechanic making false teeth 4 feet long. Now, what are they for? Answer me that.
I've no idea.
Neither have we, but he's got something in that coaster that's trying to get out. And every time it breathes, the pavement goes up and down.
Well, that's not our concern, Petty. It only becomes our concern when he throws it away.
Well, when he does, I hope you don't call it normal household refuse. Teeth 4 feet bloody long.
No, that's enough. Stop it, Petty. You've just ruined my fishing holiday, and that gesture is a deliberate provocation.
I do have others.
Oh, yes. Ah, hello, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you again. Thank you. The inquiry's been postponed, and I can go on holiday in exactly 30 minutes.
And now I expect you're going to ask me to be deputy inspector again. Well, I might not do it.
Good.
What?
I've lost all confidence in you, Petty. If you can allow a wagon to go up in flames, what might you not do to an entire depot? Besides, your horoscope indicates that Andromeda is in conjunction with Venus, and you know what that means.
Yes, and if I'm not made deputy inspector, Mars will give Mercury a punch up the Andromeda, and this entire depot will disappear in a cosmic flash right up the Milky Way!
Listen, now, Taurus seems the best horoscope. Ah, Ibbotson, I want the record cards of all the men born between those dates.
What for?
Oh, never mind what for. I haven't time to explain. Oh, the cancellation. Oh, my sainted aunt. Oh, the taxi will be here in 20 minutes. Ah, hello, my name's Pook. Pook. I rang up not long ago about cancelling the cottage in Scotland. Well, I'd like to... You what? Not already? Oh, well, haven't you anything else? Yes, of course it's urgent. I'm leaving in 20 minutes. I need to know where I'm going, if I am going. And I am going. Oh, yes, I'm going, and nothing's going to stop me going. Ah, hello. Where? Oh, really? Oh, well, if that's all you've got, I better take it. Yes, I've got the address. Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, now, the last time you called me sir was when you wanted to borrow my car for the weekend, and when I refused, you offered to fight me for it.
Oh, that, sir, was when I was an ignorant slob, sir. But I have changed, sir. As we must all change, sir, with the movement of the stars in the fermenting vat.
Would you by any chance mean firmament?
Firmament is what I meant. They're in constant movement and guide our destinies as they spin round and round like a mouse trapped in a ballet dancer's knickers.
So you follow astrology?
Oh, all the time. I have just seen a most happy forecast in my stars for the next fortnight.
Yeah, what are you?
Virgo the Virgin. Well, the wife's Pisces the fish. It don't mean she's got big in gills.
Yes. Your undoubted talents will lead to increased responsibility and promotion. Be courteous, considerate, and careful. Be careful.
I always am.
There's now your card. Thank you. Your card states you were born on April the 1st. That makes you Aries the Ram.
It's wrong! It's more than wrong, it's bloody libelous.
I see. So that's it. I'm here to inform you officially that as senior dustman, I refuse to serve under a slimy, two-faced, double-dealing, backstabbing human stoat.
Such as who?
I mention no names, but when I lash out with my fists, look at the body writhing in agony on the deck. You might just be able to recognise him.
If you mean me, I wouldn't take the deputy's job if it was offered on a silver plate bearing your amputated pig and head. I'll leave that to governor's men like you.
Come outside and say that and I'll kill you.
Oh, now, stop it, please. I'm leaving in 15 minutes. Now, look, are you prepared to accept the arbitration of a third party?
Yes, providing they don't pick him.
Yeah, providing they don't pick him.
Ibbotson?
There's only one in there between them dates.
And whose is it?
Mine. I was born on May Day, 9 months after it works out in. What's it all about then?
Who's the new deputy then?
Who is it?
Well, have you been struck dumb and all?
Bloody Delilah's gone round the bend. I saw a sailor go like that during the war. A minute later, he went for a walk in the Atlantic with a torpedo on a bloody lead.
Who's the new deputy inspector?
Smelly piggy Ibbotson.
It's a judgment on us. That comes from quarrelling amongst ourselves. It's a judgment.
No,
But the stars have decreed it, Ibbotson. You are Taurus, the bull.
I'm not. I'm the sacrificial lamb. They'll slaughter me.
Your prediction says a month of progress in which you will handle all problems with firmness and determination.
That's true enough. I'm emigrating.
Ibbotson, do come and sit down. It's only for a fortnight, you know. And if any big problems do occur, all you have to do is wire my home address. I've arranged for all my mail to be forwarded to me. Now, the main thing is to avoid making decisions.
Such as what happens to number 3, gang?
What do you mean?
Well, they set light to their wagon. What are they going to do for the next fortnight? Hang about the canteen?
Yes, well, I hadn't thought about that. But I can't think of everything. Well, you'll have to split them up amongst the other gangs.
What, another old depot on strike? That's what happened last time.
Yes, well, got to find something for them to do. I mean, they can't sit in the canteen for a fortnight just because they're unpopular. But haven't you got any ideas?
Oh, yes. I've got lots of ideas, provided you can take the blame for them.
Yes, well, what did you have in mind?
Us? You mean us? Bloody road sweepers?
All except cheese and egg. He's a lavatory attendant. Right then. I've warned you. Absent from place of duty without permission from higher authority, so I'm reporting you.
Who to?
Eh?
Who are you reporting me to?
Well, there must be somebody.
No, Smelly. The chain of command ends with you. When it's pulled, you're the one who flushes.
But I've had no experience. All my life I've reported people.
Well, you're the governor now, Smelly. You're the man who makes decisions. The entire cleansing depot is in your sole command.
That's true. So there must be somebody I can report you to.
Well, I did sign the pledge when I was 12. How about the Temperance Society?
Ah, this is the life. Peace, peace, perfect peace. Swim, said the mama fishy, swim if you can. But they hadn't thought of Bernard, the demon fisherman.
Why? Careful! That fires a butcher. Ease it, don't pull it.
Well, there's no need to drop flaming blood. You'll be better off with worms. Bernard Puck, Esquire.
Pook, who's it from?
I don't read 'em, I only bring 'em.
Heavy breathing, neglecting his duties. He has pulled the chain, but I refuse to flush. smelly.
Hey, is that in code?
It could be.
You're not James Bond, are you?
I'm on holiday at present. Who I am and what I am is unimportant.
I thought Puck weren't your real name. Never heard of anybody called Puck.
That's quite enough.
Any answer?
No. Now go away. You're bothering me.
Busy?
Quiet. I've only had 2 customers all day.
Maybe it's that sign you got outside saying closed.
Oh, that's to discourage the frivolous. The ones in real need come down anyway.
You don't fancy swapping for a couple of days?
No. Anything wrong? Aren't you happy in the glorious fresh air? Sweeping for victory.
I'm tired out. If I don't get my head down for half an hour, I'll disintegrate.
Do you admit to being jealous, two-faced and backstabbing?
Yeah.
Then we may find a vacancy for you.
Are they all out of order?
I'm not having layabouts coming down here now, friends. They're different. I think you'll find number 69 quite comfortable. Just one moment. See, you've got no luggage. You'll have to be cash in advance. Another 4 and 11. 5 bob an hour.
What?
5 bob an hour. Take it or leave it.
You rotten capitalist. It's a penny. It says so.
That's without room service. I'll wake you at 4 with a cup of tea and caviar sandwich. I'll pay up and get out.
Skiving pig.
And by the way, no singing or dancing or playing of musical instruments. And no women in the room after midnight.
Beep, beep.
Stop. I'm reporting you.
What for?
Having 2 barrels, you're only allowed 1 apiece.
This one's Winston.
Where is he then?
I'm not allowed to say, because he's going round the cinemas asking them to show Colin Bell.
Colin Bell?
He's got 120 feet.
What is he, a bloody centipede? Stop, I'm reporting you and all.
Good. Now bugger!
Absent from place of duty without permission of higher authority. That's my bike.
Correction. It was your bike. It's refuse now.
Give
I
me
swept it up.
Give me my bike. Oh. You struck me. I've got witnesses.
Get off, Ross! Get off, I swear it all! You don't get off! Stop! Let's have no violence! Violence never solved nothing! Who's being violent?
How dare you come down here making this... There's people down here who are trying to sleep.
He's got me handlebars. I can't ride about without handlebars.
The riding of bicycles with or without handlebars is strictly prohibited in public conveniences. I could have you up under the Tightrope Walking and Trapeze Act of 1912.
I do the reporting round here. I'm the Deputy Pigging Inspector.
You may have some such title in the world above, but down here, I am in sole command. I accuse you of making a disturbance and order you to leave forthwith under the Rioting in Lavatories Act of 1872.
No, I'm not going to budge without my handlebars.
Then, as lawfully appointed lavatory attendant of this parish, under the powers invested in me by the Borough Surveyor, the Home Secretary, and Her Majesty the Queen, I declare you to be a riotous assembly and order you to disperse. Otherwise, I shall have you fired upon by the yeomanry, as was done at Peterloo, Waterloo, and every other bloody loo in Europe. Now, get out!
No, I stand on my rights under Magna Carta. I'm entitled to come in here as a member of the Took Short public.
Then I have no option but to declare this public convenience closed and unfit for human consumption. Winston!
Hey, what? You were put it out! Hey, get
Somebody else,
You wait! You just bloody wait!
I've got another one, Mr. Bond.
It's packed. Put.
You've no need to worry, Mr. Bond. I shall say no. I know you're only pretending to fish.
I am not pretending to fish. I am fishing for salmon.
What? Here? There's no salmon in Manchester.
Well, there might be. I caught 2 tins already. Oh, dear, what can the matter be? Number 3 gang are locked in the lavatory. Can you return at latest by Saturday? I am smashing my way in to retrieve handlebars, as is my right under Magna Carta. Smelly.
Hey, that's in code, isn't it? What's it mean?
It means that if I don't get back at once, the entire depot could be destroyed.
God, can I help?
Yes.
Stop, fellas! Stay by a post. It was worse than this in submarines.
Get me out! What's going on?
Hey, check number 3, compartment!
Let me in! Bloody hell, I'm drowning!
There's a leak in number 3 compartment!
Get me out! The door's stuck! Get me out!
It must have been hell in there. You won't be able to stand much more of it.
You got here from Scotland, bloody Concord.
That's not the way to get them out. I'll talk to them.
Did you hear that? It sounded like bloody Delilah. You hear voices when you're trapped below the surface. It's hallucination.
Now then, number 3 gang. The game's up. Come on out of there.
That's no bloody hallucination.
Do you hear me, number 3 gang?
What gang are they? They're Russians.
Back off.
Come on out, I say.
They'll not come out. You'll have to smoke them out like figures.
Now, this is your last chance down there.
We will only come out subject to the following terms. 1, that Smelly's taken off the deputy's job. 2, that we wait in the canteen for the repair of the wagon.
No, I will not be blackmailed. Hey, Duh!
And that you come back from holiday.
Put on fire! He's calling speed!
Every man for himself! Let go! Leave go! There's a bridge on fire!
I can see on fire! His left toe's going up at the moment!
Well,
The Board of Inquiry has announced its verdict in both cases.
And?
The fire in the wagon was caused by spontaneous combustion.
And?
The fire in the public convenience was caused by defective electrical wiring.
you still haven't answered our demands. Is Smelly going to be relieved of his post?
Yes.
And do we remain in the canteen until Thunderbird 3's been repaired?
Yes.
And are you giving up your holiday?
Yes.
And you promised to ask Joe Mercer to replace Colin's cremated feet?
Yes.
And are you giving up Fortune and Tin?
Again.
Talent.
Yes, yes. Yes, I should never have listened to Gypsy Vera. I should have stuck to Gypsy Gloria.
The Dustbinmen P619/20, Part 1, Take 1.
Edited copy.
Hey, Mum!
What?
The Dustbinmen!
When you going down then?
Down? Down where?
Down the sewers. Mind you, I think it's time somebody chased them sewer men up. They're an arrogant lot. Always got their noses up there.
I am going salmon fishing.
Oh, down the Piggin sewers?
No, Whipperson, in the Scottish Highlands.
In sewermen's boots?
That's right. I admit that is how they're described in the Council Inventory of Protective Clothing. But for the next fortnight, they're going on holiday as fishermen's waders. I take it you're not a fisherman?
No, I'm against it. I think it's cruel.
Cruel?
How would you like it if I rammed a fish out down your throat and dragged you about on a lump of string?
But some fish are cold-blooded. They don't feel anything.
That's typical. You go about murdering poor harmless fish and then you've got the cheek to call them cold-blooded.
Well, all right, perhaps I won't catch any.
You won't in them boots the day you come in.
Well, you eat fish. I've seen you. In fact, I've heard you.
That's fried fish. Fried fish are not caught on hooks. They're caught in nets, big wire nets. You can watch them doing it at Chip Shop.
Oh, that's enough of it, sir. You're not going to put me off my holiday. Nothing's going to put me off my holiday. Let me read you my stars. A calm, placid period. Ideal for relaxing if circumstances permit. And they do permit, Ibbotson. All the outstanding paperwork is cleared up. There are no problems. Petty